Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and today, for you, I'm going to put myself through the hell that is Dimensions End Tier 9 to get a clear out for you guys. So I have cleared this. Actually, I'll show you. This is my screen here. So I'm not even going to worry about doing videos on the left and right path. I think people can handle those just fine. It's this middle tier, man. In the middle, it's so hard. This is a preview of Shinryu. It is absolutely insanely difficult. I think the boss has something like 120 million health, like some just insane high number. Turn count is an issue here. Dying is an issue here. There's a lot of things that can... The orb popping is an issue. There's a lot that can stop you here. So we're going to hop into this fight now. The enemy here is quite tough because they want gold debuffs. They want 4 or more debuffs in a turn. And if you allow the opponent to grant himself buffs, it ticks down a ton because he gives himself a bunch of buffs. It goes -3 per buff. So it's going to tick down like 12 or something when he does it. So the orb's got to be built up quite a bit when the boss buffs. So what they want you to do is they want you to use Vincent's BT effect to not allow him to do that. So this is going to be a non-green Vincent. This is the same run I did. Basically, we use Galuf and Relm. Actually, I'm just going to start the fight here. We use Galuf and Relm to do a ton of off-turn damage and free turn damage to keep the turn count down. My clear of this end was like 70-something turns. Vincent, my goal is to save Vincent his BT until as late as I can in the fight. When you get to the later stages, the bosses do buffs like at 29, 19, and 9%. So I like to try to use the BT effect when I can at least stop 2 of those buffs from happening and then kind of coast from there. Honestly, like, the bosses flat out killing you usually isn't an issue. It's usually the orbs popping or the turn count getting you, right? Okay, so we've got Relm here. Relm's already got the LD up. Now, you've got to be very conservative with your skill uses here, right? So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to start with a sketch summon. Get us rolling that way. Okay. And we do need the bosses to take turns as well because Galuf is going to be one of our main damage dealers here, right? So with Galuf, we got a free action here. I'm going to use it on the AA. The AA, it recovers skills, which you'd think I'm wasting here, but it actually does a lot of good buffs since a 13 turn. So we're going to use that, and then I'm going to use the 35 here. I want to get the plus version of this up as soon as I can because then that'll activate Galuf's second counter. All right, and then Vincent... we definitely need to open LD. What I'm going to do is I might bust off the AA right away here. Now, the other thing that gets you in this, and this is so mad because it got me like 2 times on attempts. I had 2 different attempts where I would have won, and the boss like ripped off just a small little HP attack right before I was going to kill him, and I was under the HP limit for getting the score. And I had to like stall out to heal, and by the time I stalled out, I missed turn count. So every one of my characters has a call that can heal. So that way when I know I've got the killing blow, I can heal beforehand if I need to. That was quite frustrating that happened. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and just throw off a debuff here. Vincent will run out of skills by the end of this. It's a little bit better in this version of the run because I get it done in way less turns. My other runs were around 100 turns, right? I did one in 109, 104, stuff like that. So yeah, we'll definitely take some hits here, but the whole idea is to get Galuf going. And then if Galuf dodges, he will get double counters once I use the plus version of his 35. Rem's got a free turn from Sketch, so we're always going to try to Tentacle. Very turn efficient. We get those free attacks off there. Alright, so Galuf, I'm going to use the Shirodori Plus. And so now if Galuf dodges, we should be getting double counters. Okay. And honestly, I'm going to do this whole run without a gold debuff. I think when I did my clear, I did it without gold debuffs. It worked out fine. In my actual run, I may have brought one as a call, but it's such a short duration that it really didn't make a difference. As long as you're really efficient. All right, we're going to Tentacle on the free turn always. It's just free damage, right? All right, and then what we're going to do, the sketches look okay. The LD buff is okay. What I'm going to do is I might get the AA on just to get it. And then that's going to increase the sketch wall just on that one character, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reapply sketch to the other one. and then I'll have Sketch Plus up. Sketch Plus can allow me to jump turns if I need to, but you're going to be seeing a lot of Relm. Relm's going to be popping off a lot in this video. We'll go ahead and do Livewire just because I haven't done that yet. Get more debuffs on. Very good, very good. Alright, so far the orb you can see is fine. It's when they make that first buff, it's going to like go crazy, right? Yeah, we'll just EX because we have it. I know it's not efficient because we already had the sketch buff debuff at 3, but that's fine. Because by the time their sketch debuff runs out, we're going to have the EX up again anyways. Galuf is going to keep doing his thing. The thing you have to be careful of, especially with Relm, because she's taking so many turns, you really got to watch her cover buff. You want to make sure you don't let cover fall off, right? We're going to Tentacle for free. And once again, I mean, 320k AoE, she's doing like 640k total damage on each of those free turns. So that definitely adds up, right? Honestly, with Vincent, we, just keep popping off. This is why Vincent runs out so quick. Because literally on these in-between turns, you just keep popping 15s and 35s. If his Brave is full, like, you could HP plus, but you, like, need all the damage you can. So, and like I said, I did this run already. Vincent will come close to running out, but I think he'll be fine. He'll have, like, 1 to 3 skill uses of each one at the end. And I think we'll be okay here. We'll Tentacle free turn, right? Like, Relm's just going to keep popping off here. I also did give her Theodore a call, so she is healing every time she pops up as well. So we're getting a lot of frequent heals from her. They're small heals, but they're frequent. Now you can see we had our first buff go off, and look at that. That orb just dropped, like, down to 12. So we have to be very careful there. Cover buff is okay, so I'm going to EX. Now, honestly, if you can help it, rather than using the actual cover skill, like, recovering with just the LD is fine, but this is a long slog of a fight, so I may have to go to the actual cover 15 CP. We'll see. Vincent, you want a Nightmare Shot right away, and then he's going to get that free skill use, and you're going to be using that on the 15 and 35 because those are going to run out on you. Okay, and then basically the whole idea here is we just slowly need to build up the orb of the other one here. Let's go ahead. I kind of want a little bit of damage here. And okay, so he's got the sketch. We're going to sketch plus here because he took the sketch buff off because he buffed over it. So we got to get that reapplied. Okay. All right, and then we're going to sketch, or we're going to get, turn back up. See, is that going to pop his now? Yep, we got the double counters there because we got the miss. That's nice. All right, so now you can see the orb's already like a problem, right? So now we just got to really get that back up. Let's go ahead. Well, I want a Tentacle for free, so let's do it. Take our little heals there. Galuf. I kind of want an LD. I think I am. I think it's a good time to do it. The covers were getting pretty low. Vincent was only at 2. And his own buff was getting low. So I think that was a good shot there. And then Relm. I think we are going to... Actually, we got to do... I think we're due for Relm's LD, so let's pop that off. We definitely don't want that to fall off. So let's get Ultros going here. Okay. Alright, and then before the next start... Basically, before the next heal or threshold, like, you've got to get them up to, like, 16, 17, 18 on the orb. Otherwise, it's going to pop. So we just got to keep rolling here. But so far, we're doing okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and Tentacle, so it's free. Yep, and they still have sketch buffs up. Okay, so what we're going to do here with Vincent is we definitely need to add some debuffs. Tick the orb here. Livewire was good there because it pushed Vincent up, so we're going to get back-to-back debuffs, which is awesome. That's going to help push the orb. We're really counting on Vincent to push the orb. Yep. Now, my Relm does have Laguna Call, or not Call, but Sphere, but I think you need double Laguna Spheres to, like, really tick the orb, and I only have 1. But I did it without double Laguna in my original run, so I think I'm okay. You can see we're slowly ticking them back up, right? So we just have to keep relying on that. Their next threshold, it might be 79. I think 79, they're going to do it again, and then 69... They just put shields up but don't buff. So that'll give us like a little break. Like I said, I'm going to try to get as far in as I can before I start like summoning and going in the Vincent's Burst. So basically, if I get to the point where like the orb is going to pop if they get their buff, then I'm probably going to summon at that point. Get deeper into the fight. And like I said, I want Vincent's BT up late when they go through that last slodge of like 29, 19, and 9% when they're just constantly buffing. I want to try to get through 2 of those thresholds. Vincent, LD's looking good at 6. So yeah, I think we are good to just Livewire here. Tick the orb up. The other thing you have to be careful, like if you're trying to maximize damage in here, when they put up the shields, Vincent with his follow-up does like no damage because he doesn't have Brave Gains. That's kind of one of his big faults is he doesn't do Brave Gains in between hits. So if one of them has the shields and one doesn't, Vincent, try to target the one without the shield actually, because you're going to get a lot more out of that damage. Alright, so their sketch buffs are looking fine, or their debuffs. So I think I'm going to do a sketch summon here. Okay. We'll do that, and we'll do that. Okay. They're only at 15 right now. It's actually kind of iffy. I shouldn't need to summon yet, though. Okay, now they've got a bunch of turns coming up. So Vincent, I think I'm going to Nightmare Shot here. If the orb pops, it pops. Okay, yeah, 79 we're okay. So we still have time to build that orb up. So 69, and actually 69 I don't think they're going to buff. So I think we're good for a little bit here. Yeah, so we're just going to take our time, build that orb up. Yep, extra turn. We're going to Tentacle. And then they're going to attack. I'm going to get another extra turn. I'm going to Tentacle. You can see why Relm is so good here, because these extra turn from sketches aren't counting as actual turns. It's literally free damage. And this is why it's helping us with this like really long slog of a fight with turn count. And getting that going on, right? So we're going to just keep Tentacle. Yup, let's do it. And then when Relm gets a real turn, we'll use the EX. Reapply the sketch. Actually, A is out of sketch, so we're not going to... Well, here's what I got, though. See, Relm gets a turn up. And then now I actually, instead of using Tentacle here, I actually am going to EX because that's going to reapply the sketch. That's the other thing. You just watch when they're sketch debuffs. It is so helpful, you guys, that they changed the icons because now it's really easy to tell without like holding in on the enemies and looking at them. So it's really nice to have that. And then all these Galuf counters, it's literally the off turns. Like this is the epitome of like difficult content here. And how you like keep up with these turn counts. Okay. So right now they're at 75%. I'm on turn 20, right? So you'd say I'm on a pace for 95 turns right now. But what happens is the longer the fight goes on, it keeps growing into my advantage. And eventually it's going to be like 70-something turns. So at first when I was doing this, I was feeling a little iffy. Like, oh, am I going to make turn count? And then, yeah, the longer it went on, it became very clear I was going to make turn count. Let's go ahead and just do a regular sketch here. Get this guy up to 2. Then we'll have sketch plus up in case I want to jump turns later. Okay, we've got the free attack, so we're definitely going to use that on... Let's go ahead and do the 15. I kind of like the 15 and 35 with Vincent. I kind of just try to alternate back and forth to just reapply the buffs, but it's really important you're doing those often to tick the orb up. Alright, I think my cover... Well, cover's getting low already. I kind of want to do a cover just so that I can get cover plus up. Because in that way I can AoE cover and then it's a lot easier. Because I don't want to rely on the LD all the time. I'd like to go a little bit longer before using LD. So I did use a cover there. It seems like a waste of a turn, but it's not. Because Galuf's now going to counter. And he's going to be putting in his work. He's putting in his damage, right? Okay. Extra turn from sketch. Guess what we're going to do? Tentacle. Let's go. Okay, now A is going to take a turn. He's going to have 1 turn of sketch after this. So we're still good. I don't feel like I need to reapply sketch here. Their orb is still sticking kind of low. So What I might do, I thought 69 they didn't buff, but maybe 69 they buff and don't shield. I might have that reversed because they didn't do it at 79. So what I think I'm going to do, because the orb isn't going up as much as I would like here. Let's tentacle. I may actually have to summon to build up the orb a little bit with Vincent is what I might have to do. I know it's kind of early, but that's fine. The BT is the important one. I really want to save that for endgame here. But yeah, if I don't have that orb at like 16, 17, 18, I can't let it pop, right? All right, so here we're actually going to do Star Prism. That's fine. The nice thing is Relm's going to keep jumping in between here. So like if I feel like they're about to go to 69, which that one on the right is pretty darn close. I feel like I could do one more attack and be fine, but Galuf would counter, maybe put him over. All right. I know this is early, but let's summon here. Because I feel... Well, no. Oh, shoot. I had him at 18. I didn't have to summon. That's fine. This is still okay. Yeah, I actually had him up to 18, so that was actually okay. They were going to be really low, though. So I was, like, near the point... Oh, yeah, they're just provoking. I did have it right. They're just shielding. So, yeah, I probably didn't need to summon there. That's okay. That's my bad. I think I'll still be okay doing it this early because I'm still going to use this opportunity to build up the orb, right? So if I can get the orb up close to 30, then I can survive another couple of the buffs or whatever, like 1 or 2 rounds of that, hopefully. We'll go ahead and put this on. And then, like I said, I'm going to, like, when they get low and I can't, like, deal with the orb anymore, then I'm going to Vincent BT. During the BT phase, Vincent's going to throw off a bunch of debuffs, increase the orb, and then his BT effect is going to make it so they can't buff, and that orb won't even go down. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we right now... I know I could be spamming EX right now, but I want to kind of take advantage of the free turns, and I kind of want to build the orb up a little bit. So let's go ahead and just do one of these free attacks here. Okay, we got one shield gone, so that's good. And then Relm. Yep, Star Prism. We got to get that second shield down over there. Okay, Galuf is going to go this side. Try to get that shield down. Yeah, you see we got the orb like up nice now. So now we're okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and Nightmare Shot. We're going to target the non-shielded one so we get a lot more damage all the follow-up. We didn't end up breaking the other shield, so that's good. All right, so I don't feel bad about that. It wasn't wasteful because we still built the orb up, which is what we would have done. We just would have done it a little bit later. Their sketch debuffs are fine. Relm's stats are fine. Vincent is missing cover. But we're okay because he's targeting Galuf and they're doing an all attack. So we're okay, but we have to reapply cover on Vincent. I'll have to see if I'm feeling like I've got enough to go for an LD here. Or if I want to just use the cover plus. But yeah, Vincent lost his cover, so we got to take care of that. Okay, A is going to attack Galuf, which is fine. Actually, we're going to get Vincent to go first here. Okay, yeah, 20. Yeah, we're good. We got the orb built up nice. The free attack, we got to keep pumping out the 15 and 35. We got to keep debuffing. We got to keep that orb at bay. Yep. Okay. Very good. All right. Extra turn from Sketch. Tentacle. Yep. Freebie. We'll take all the freebies we want. Yeah. So somebody like commented on one of my videos and they're like, why is Relm so good? Why do people like Relm? And if you don't understand how Relm works, she does seem underwhelming. Like her damage doesn't like blow up off the page, but she's very flexible in that she can take on whatever element or effect of the summon you're using. Let me just think here. All right. So I think I've got 3 Dawn Katanas, so I actually feel okay just popping another LD here to get my cover back. We'll do more damage that way also and refresh Galuf's buffs. But the thing that goes a little bit under the radar with Relm is that you can do something like Odin and get instant breaks. You can do Pandemonium and get launches, like on demand basically. Oh, yeah, we need to refresh this, don't we? LD with Vincent. Don't want that to fall off too long because his damage really drops. The other thing that was brought to my attention that I didn't even think about, because I knew that like Sylph Summon, like Relm actually heals with it, But I didn't realize it's like uncapped healing. So you can do something like you can turn Relm into like an insane healer with the Sylph summon. And a lot of people don't think of Sylph because it's only a level 20. But if you need a strong healer, that could actually work, right? Do I need to LD with Relm? I think we're okay. Yeah, drawing practice is still at 5. I've got Sketch Summon. I could do Sketch Plus. I don't really need her to jump turns right now. So sure, let's just Sketch Summon. But yeah, Relm's going to have so many skill uses because of these free tentacles doing like her actual best damage pretty much. Yeah, I'm feeling good right now. Like the orb's fine. 59 they're for sure going to heal, or they're going to buff, right? So we're for sure going to get a big orb drop here at 59. But then I think we're good till either 39 or 29. It would help if I actually remembered the thresholds, but we'll just wing it here. We're just going to wing it. It might be 39, 19, and 9. I don't remember if it's 39, 19, and 9 or 29, 19, and 9, but we're going to wing it. All right, so we got, yeah, I see you just dropped down to 11 here, so now we got to reapply. So let's go ahead and Deadly Beast Flare. Reapply debuffs. The other one's probably going to drop here pretty quick. Okay. But I mean, yeah, Vincent dealing out 750k, like that's good. Sure, let's go ahead and do this. But you can see, like, they're not, like, killing us, right? Like, we're tanking everything fine. We're healing up just fine. It's literally we're fighting the orb here, and we're fighting turn count. You can see it's turning more in my favor. We've got them under 60%, and we're only at turn 32. So we're doing just fine here for turn count. Like, that's not going to be an issue. Now we got to work on getting, yeah, let's Nightmare Shot here. We got to work on getting those orbs built back up. And that's the thing, you can't like fall asleep here. And something I'll probably do in this video, if I haven't already, is probably make some mistakes. Because I'm trying to commentate while I do it, and I'm not giving full attention. So that's why you're hearing me like kind of talk out my moves and everything, because I really am trying to pay attention, make sure I'm not letting buffs fall off. I mean, this, you guys, is the real DFFOO. Like, this is the real DFFOO experience. Like, when you actually have to like strategize, manage your characters, like this is what the game should be. Like, pretty much all the time. For the hardest content. Garbage time is, it's fun. Like, it's fun to be able to like stomp stuff and like do fun runs and stuff, but like ultimately this is what we need in the game. It doesn't have to be every event, but like a fair amount of it needs to be this, because this is where you really test your skill in the game. Because look, we've got another recast coming. I think we're going to survive it just fine. I don't think I want to go and heal. I definitely need to reapply Sketch. So yeah, we're going to put the EX on. We gotta get Sketch going again here. Okay, that's good. That did bump the orb, so that's good. Relm can do that. Okay, yep, we're fine. Don't worry about Galuf's health being so low. He's literally invincible. He can't die. As long as he's got his LD buff up, he cannot die, which is part of the reason Galuf is so busted. Tentacle for free. Okay. Yeah, one issue I had on one of my runs I fell short was like, I kind of fell asleep on Vincent and let his LD buff run out, and he did a few attacks without the follow-up, and that really hurt my damage. And the other thing with Vincent was I was trying to pound into shields, and he was literally doing, like, no damage. Yeah, he was taking the shield down, but there was no HP damage coming through. So you have to be careful with that, especially if you know you're running a tight turn count team. Try to avoid Vincent targeting the shields, because the follow-up just does way more damage. Okay, we got him at 13. My goal here... I don't think they're going to buff at 49. So I think 39 would be the next threshold. I have a feeling it's 39, 19, and 9. I think that's what it is. So as long as I can get to a comfortable place by the time we hit 39, I think we're going to be okay. How's our cover looking? Our cover's looking okay. I don't feel like I need to refresh the LD at this time. His AA is still at 3, so I don't need to refresh that. So let's do Shirodori. Yeah, it looks good to me. Okay. Alright, they're going to attack through, get a nice counter. We're going to get some tentacle going. It's kind of repetitive, but this is kind of the game plan here, right? This is what we do. We go crazy. Go crazy with off-turn damage and free turns. Okay, tentacle. Should be fine. Yep. Alright, oh man, I hope they don't buff at 49. I'm pretty sure they don't. That would be too fast. I think we're okay. I mean, if they buff at 49, we're just going to insta-die, and then they'll be like, oh, there you go. I want to make sure at least, I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to beat this. I think I'll be okay, but I might still upload this video if I fail. So don't watch this assuming I'm going to beat it. But I just want you to see my general strategy, because for the most part, you're kind of seeing it work here. It's just being really careful. But the orb's up to 17 again, so even if it popped at 49, we might be okay. We need to live wire, and this should pump the orb up a little bit more. Chaos Saber, yes. Yep, it's up to 20, so I feel okay. Oh, they are buffing. Okay. Yep. So 49 was, so I think it is 29, 19, and 9 then. So yeah, he's down to 5, but we're okay. Like, he's not going to take down like crazy now. It's just when they buff. So now we just take our time and get him set up again. I feel like it's too early to ulti sketch again. Drawing practice is at 2 though. And I need to refresh. No, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sketch plus here to get it reapplied there. And then I will ulti sketch on the next turn, because we need to keep that drawing practice buff up, right? Vincent, definitely we need to be applying... Definitely need to be applying the old... Oh, and see, there I went. I attacked the shield one. Watch this pitiful damage. 0, 0, 0, 0. So that's why you avoid it. So we'll just say I did that as a demonstration. That was totally intentional. All right, we have to LD here. So let's go ahead and ulti sketch. Got to get that refreshed. Okay. It's unfortunate because that enemy that just hit their threshold, they're probably going to get rid of the sketch. I'm going to have to reapply it. Oh, they did leave sketch up. Okay. So, I don't know. At 10 and 10, we're actually doing okay here. So, I think this is pretty much running how I want it to. I did burst a little bit early, but that's fine. I think it still worked out. We got the orb ticked back up to 30, and that's allowing us to be in the position we are now. So, I think we're okay. Yeah, Tentacle is actually fine here. Tentacle is great for eating up the shields, too. That's the other thing that's great about it. It just eats up those shields. Cover buff is getting a little low. I could... How's my LD buff looking? It's getting a little low. I might actually just EX here. Let's just EX. And then I might actually LD on edges... Or not edges, but Galuf's next turn. Forgive me if I've mentioned Edge during this video, because I've just been doing a lot of content with Edge, but Galuf here is our boy. Alright, so yep, and we've got the sketch come in. That's going to eat up into that shield a little bit. Okay, so I could Star Prism, but I feel like I want the Tentacle here. So let's take the Tentacle, because they still have one turn to sketch. I can always EX on the next free turn. Okay. That was fine. That damage wasn't bad. Yep, pound it through. There we go. Okay, got the double counter. Love getting those. The other thing that's kind of synergy is Relm can put a little bit of blind on, which can help Galuf dodge more often and get the double counters. Alright, so A is coming up next. They actually still have the sketch on, so I'm actually free to Tentacle here still. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, the orb is getting pretty low, right? So here's the thing. If they do go at 39, I could be in trouble. Gosh, does it say? Hold on. Let me double check. Does it say when the orb is going to go? Hold on, let me double check here. Do you have... Oh, gosh. So much text to read. I don't think it tells me. Raises damage. Yep, reduce. Okay. I feel like it's not at 39. I think it's going to be at... No, it might be at 39 and then not 29. Gall darn it. Okay, I'm just going to have to take a gamble here. Let's go ahead... See, A still got sketch on. Okay, let's Nightmare Shot. I feel like I might Vincent Burst soonish. I wish I could remember if it was 39 or 29. It might be 39 and then 19 and 9. It might be. I'm pretty confident on the 19 and 9 though. I remember he just does those 2 bursts at the end. Okay. Now... Actually, A hasn't gone yet, so I actually am free. Oh, no, I don't even have Tentacle. Yeah, let's Star Prism here. This is a regular turn, not a free turn. So let's Star Prism. That's fine. Okay, Star Prism, that did tick the orb up nice. That's good. That's thanks to the Laguna. We'll take that. We'll take those. Give me a nice counter. Okay. Extra turn from Sketch. Tentacle. Okay. LD is still okay. Alright, let's do Livewire. Okay. We're getting close to me needing to make a decision here, guys. Because we're not going to be at a comfortable place at 39. We are not. So I might play it safe and go into Vincent Burst. I remember on my run, I was able to get through... Like, there was the last 3 thresholds, and I went through the last 2 in a row. So I'm trying to remember if I went from 39 and then got to 19 before his buff ran out, or if it was 29 to 19. Gosh, almost... Well, here's the thing. Vincent doesn't have a turn. So... And I don't have a summon. So I'm actually, like, just at the mercy at this point. Ooh, and covers run out. Alright, so let's go ahead and just Tentacle. And then if it's 39, I'm just going to die. That's fine. And, if I do die here, I'll probably still upload this. Okay, I feel like it's just time for an LD here. Actually, yeah, let's just LD and just hope that they don't buff here. I feel like I'm fine. This will actually be good, because if they don't buff, I'm feeling really good here. 39, we're safe, right? Don't do it. Don't. Yeah, he's not. Okay, okay, we're good. So now I've definitely got a plan. So we're just going to ride this out until we get to almost the 29 threshold. Then we're going to burst. We're going to be good here. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. The question is I might want to burst ahead. No, I think it would be fine if they did it during the burst phase. They would get the buffs. That might be fine. Because the orb won't tick, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to go right up to it and burst. Okay, so let's Tentacle here, I think. Actually, we're missing... This is the A slot. Okay, we're good to Tentacle here. She'll get the free turn off of B. And then when she has the free turn off of B, I can reapply Sketch to A. LD's at 5. We're actually okay here. And I do have calls. Like, if I just need to throw out extra damage, I can throw out the calls. But those are there primarily from, like, my burst heal at the end. Because you know they're going to, like, tick me for some HP damage right before I'm going to kill them. So I got to make sure... Not all the calls heal of the 2, so I can definitely, like, do some free damage with one of them, okay? We're good. I mean, we're actually getting the orb back up here again. But we're definitely, I think, going to burst here. And then they can go ahead and buff again at the end, and they'll be fine, because the orb's going to be at, like, 30. Okay, so we're good here. Tentacle free turn sounds good. And then we got Star Prism to back it up. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, Relm is super solid. Like, Relm and Galuf both. I'm going to tell you this. This event just gave me, like, such an appreciation for them. Because they're units that, like, Galuf especially, because he already has LD. Like, people, like, I remember, like, people were like, yeah, he's really, really good. And I remember I liked him. I used him on his first Lufenia, and I was like, well, it was garbage time, so you didn't really get how good he really is, right? Until you do the super challenging. Like, I ran through here with Prish, with Sephiroth, like... green BT characters, and they couldn't get it done, and it's like, yeah, you just bring these 2 and you're good. Like, they're great. Okay, let me see. I think Deadly Beast Flare is what I'm due for here. We're good here on the orb still. Alright, I think to be safe, though, Vincent's next turn I might drop the BT. I don't want to put myself in a position where I've got to, like, stall out and not damage them, because they're too close to the threshold, so I got to be very careful here. Cover's looking good. I think EX is fine here. I'm good with that. Actually, I should be able to make it to Vincent's next turn. Yeah, 36-35. We're going to go one more round here. And actually, I've got the orb enough where I might just be able to, like, wait. We're getting the orb built back up, actually. And it's the last 2 that come really fast back to back. 13. I don't feel good about 13. Okay, we're still good. Yup. I mean, these counters are going to do a lot of damage. Where are we at? We're at 34 and 35. Okay, as long as we can get to Vincent's next turn, I think we're okay. Okay, still 34 and 34. I'm good with that. They both have sketch on. So I haven't done a sketch summon in a while, sure. And then I think Galuf should be able to tank here. Galuf definitely is not going to solo them down to 29. And actually what I might do is I'm just going to throw down, just to be safe, I'm going to throw down cover just so he's not doing extra damage here. We'll let him just do the counters. He's not going to take him below 29. And then I'm going to burst with Vincent. This is the time. This is 100% the time. Because the thing is I'm going to have Relm interrupting, right? So she's still got damage coming. Relm, do I dare? Oh, yeah, we can Tentacle. They're still at 33. Yep, let's Tentacle. Yep, I think we're good, guys. Because then Relm's going to interrupt this one also. But you can see they're so tanky. They've got so much HP. Like, you're not just dropping them down like nothing. So we can do this. And I think I can Tentacle again and be absolutely fine. Yep. Let's, yeah, 33 and 32. We're fine. So let's Tentacle again. And then Vincent, we're dropped. Well, I could go one more turn. I actually could go one more turn. I'm not going to chance it, though. Well, I think we would be okay. Yeah, let's do the free live wire. We're not going to get... Oh, yeah, that's right. He hits pretty tanky, though, doesn't he? Or he hits a lot of damage, doesn't he? Oh, he's at 30. I don't think Relm's going to put him to 29, though. He's at 11. He's definitely going to pop. Okay. We're going to Brave Attack. I'm not chancing this. Okay, and now we got the BT. We're good. Okay, so let's BT. Actually, let's put the AA on. Yeah, let's get that AA on. So my debuffs will last longer. And now we're going to burst. Okay. We're in the final stretch, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's start with LD. Get that refreshed. We good. We good. I think we got this. I think we got this. Turn count's good. 54. We're fine. Like I said, I think this is going to be like in the 70s. So I think we're good here. Okay, so we got that. The up down, let's just roll right into EX. Now they're going to hit 29. They will successfully buff because the BT effect isn't up yet. So they will buff, but it's not going to take the orb because we're in burst phase. So that's fine. Yep, you can buff. And what's going to happen is I'm going to keep debuffing through all this. Now, the bad part is damage is going to suffer here for Vincent. This is the bad part because they got shields, right? And we know Vincent's damage on shields is not good. But that's fine. This team has shown that we can definitely carry the damage outside of the burst. We're really doing this to manage the orb, right? Because now what we're doing is we're building up orb. We're going to get it basically almost up to 30 again with all the debuffing we're doing here. We're just going to keep... Actually, I should really grind on just one of the shields here. Let's grind on this shield again. It would be nice to get one of the shields popped before the BT. Or get really close. Alright, that shield's pretty close to done. And then when we BT, we should at least pop that shield. Now that BT effect is up, the goal is we for sure want to get the next threshold, if not the next two thresholds, so they can't buff and they won't take the orb. But now you can see we got the orb back up to like 25. Okay, they've got a few buffs left, but that's not a big deal. So now, cover is good. We've got one LD left, so I think I'm going to save that. Yeah, let's just Shiradori here. Oh, shoot, I should have EX'd. That's okay. We'll do that. That's fine. Get some damage in there. And then once again, we want to get them down to that 19 threshold at least before Vincent's BT effect goes away. It is up for 10 turns. So within his 10 turns, we should be okay. And this is where it's really beneficial to have Galuf and Relm because they're doing so much off-turn damage. This should be a double counter, by the way. Yep. And Relm taking so many turns. These are just extra turns that Vincent's BT effect is not taking down, right? So let me just see here. Okay. I just don't want to do anything that's going to like push Vincent's turn up, right? I want to keep him back. So sure, let's live wire. You can see though, Vincent's skills are getting low. They're getting down there. He's going to run out pretty soon. But yeah, turn 57, we got the enemies in the 20s. We're doing fine here. Sketch. They need sketch, so this is a great place. Actually, should I just ulti sketch? What are we at? Oh, drawing practice is at 9. No, we're gonna just star prison here. We'll save ulti sketch for a little bit later. The thing I have to be careful is I don't want to like get cocky and start using my calls at the end and say, all right, let's finish them off, and then all of a sudden I don't finish them off, and then I got to do a quick heal, right? That one of my runs, I literally had them at like turn 98. I was gonna finish them, but I didn't have the HP, and then because I was only having the HP regen, I had to like let characters take turns, and I missed turn count. It was terrible. Okay, tentacle sounds good. Okay, Vincent's BT is at 9, so we're good. It's going to go down to 8 here, but Galuf is going to get another swing in. Got to get him down to 19, because I believe they're going to try and buff at 19. And then they're going to buff again at 9. It's that big burst at the end that can be a huge struggle. This is, so, the method kind of changed, right? Because, like, through garbage time, or, like, even some of the harder fights in garbage time, like, the methodology was, like, yeah, go hard early. Like, use your burst right away, use your summon right away, and that actually was the better way to run some of those events. But this now is more traditional DFFOO, where you want to save your burst, you want to save your summons till later on. That's kind of like the standard of how you used to play this game. You kind of hold on to that stuff. All right, we should have no problem getting down to the 19% threshold before Vincent's BT effect runs out. Now, obviously, if you have Vincent green, this is infinitely easier, because you could have done that green effect way earlier in the fight and just avoid them buffing, like, altogether. But this is a non-green Vincent, so I only get his BT effect once. Actually, between all these Relm turns before Vincent and then counters, we're probably going to get him before Vincent takes his next turn. Yeah, this is working out beautifully. Like, Relm's... I'm so glad that Relm is so good, by the way, because I love Final Fantasy VI. I love Final Fantasy VI. So anytime Final Fantasy VI is like an amazing character, I'll take it. Like when Locke came out, that was just the best. Like, Locke is so good. He's still good. He's definitely dropped off a little bit, but he's still really good. All right, so A's got a turn up. He doesn't have sketch. But I've got Relm's normal turn, so let's tentacle. And then Relm's normal turn will EX and reapply. I mean, we've got him to like 19. Yeah, see there, he tried to buff and he couldn't. He did still debuff himself. So... yeah, I'm going to star Prism. Yeah, and then I'll, maybe on Relm's next normal turn, I'll just reapply to LD, because we're close enough now that I know I can pop the LD and I'm not going to run out. All right, so we successfully avoided a buff, and you can see the orb's still at 30. So now, even if they get their buff at 9%, it's fine. Gosh, do I want to LD again? No, here, we got the EX. Let's do that. We got to get the debuffs reapplied here. Yep. Very good, very good. Give me some of that. Big damage. The other thing here is at the end, I think at 9% they are going to get shields again. But once I get past those shields, we're basically going to be on the home stretch here. Okay, we just don't want to take too much damage from these all attacks, right? Okay, we did take a little bit of damage there. What's Relm got? You know what? I know this is a tentacle attack. I mean, I don't think we're going to die. Like, this all attack shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, let's just do tentacle. Here's the thing, when you're on Relm's free turn, if you use an AA or a call, like, you still lose the, like, Relm doesn't get a back-to-back turn from that. It's just the way that mechanic works. Oh yeah, that was a really weak HP attack. That wasn't the recast, so we're fine. But yeah, literally that weak lightning kick, he did that, like, the turn before I was going to kill him, and it was enough damage. It's so annoying. That's why I brought all these heal calls. All right, tentacle again. Yeah, we're in the final stretch, guys. I'm feeling good now. We got this. And this wasn't even, like, perfectly played, but you get the idea of what to do here. Yep, we're definitely going to LD, refresh our covers. We're going to be good on covers now for the rest of the fight. I don't think we really have to worry about that anymore. Relm, let's just go, like, we're final stretching it here. Let's LD with Relm. And then, look, all these attacks in a row, like, that's golden, because Galuf is going to go crazy. Galuf is going to go insane and just blow up damage here. Even with Vincent here, I wouldn't even have to... I could pop an LD, but we'll do debuffing here. I mean, we definitely are going to roll with that. And actually, his burst effect is still at 7 turns. So I actually did it late enough that I think we're going to dodge the next buff. I really think we are. So we actually played this better than I think my original run. We're at turn 65. But yeah, with Relm and Galuf going crazy here, I think we're going to be okay. So for those of you wondering why, like, I keep saying Galuf and Relm and Edge as another one, why they're so good for Shinryu, it's because of this. It's because they're helping you with turn efficiency. Like crazy, because turn counts will be a thing in Shinryu. And these are the type of characters, you know, you might not understand like force weapons and force gauge yet. But these are the type of characters that help you get by without force weapons if you want to. Because force weapons provide so much damage, you kind of need it to meet turn count. But if you're running strategies like this is how you get by without force weapons. So if you don't want to feel pressured to summon, let me just make sure everything's good here. They both still have Sketchless Tentacle. Vincent's BT still has 6 turns. We good here, boys. We good. Actually, you know what? I might save the LD, actually, to help burst down the shields quicker. I know the damage will be pretty weak, but there's a lot more brave hits in that. So I think I am going to save his LD to help burst the shields down. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to get shields at 9. Okay, this actually might take him to 9. So I actually could have used Vincent's burst a little bit earlier if I wanted to, but we played it good. We played it just fine here. Okay, extra turn from Sketch. B's going to get a turn, so let's Tentacle. Relm's free turn from that, then we can go ahead and jump back in and... Yep, so no heal. Yeah, the orb's fine. Like, we're done here. We just got to get the shields bursted down and we're done. And then once again, we just make sure on the killing turn that we heal beforehand and we're good. Okay. Alright, Relm, and we're on turn 66. Like I told you, we're going to be in the 70s here. Relm's good to Tentacles. She's going to have a natural turn coming up before they get a turn. And then we're going to reapply that EX. Yep, there we go. So we finished all the thresholds. So now, guys, let's go ahead. Let's LD here. So here's the thing. I can actually do a call. I can start using some of these calls now. Not the healing ones, but I can do Aquamarine. This isn't a healing call. This is just help burst down the shields a little bit, right? So we'll take that. Let's do the LD. The damage here won't be great, but I just want to burst those shields down. Get those shields out of here. Yep, this is going to be pitiful damage, I'm aware. But we're just bursting the shields down. Okay, Galuf. If Galuf's got an LD, I think we would pop that. So here's what we're going to do. He doesn't have an LD, but let's use Sage Fire because my heal is regroup. So that's what I'm worried about there is the heal. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's try to get those shields down a little bit. Okay. And then, actually, let's AA. And then we can EX. How's cover looking? Cover's looking fine. That's the thing. I don't want to get cocky here and let my cover run out. Like, we got to be careful about that, too. Cover runs out. That could make a difference. All right, we got actually a launch here, so we'll take some launch damage. That HP was weak there, but I think if his shield's up, the Brave wouldn't have done basically anything anyways. Okay, so now we do need to reapply Sketch. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and Star Prism here. That's fine. That looks fine to me. Shields are almost gone. I'm going to Brave attack this and just hit the shield a little bit. Doesn't do much, but I had 0 Brave there, so... Alright. Everything's looking good here. EX sounds pretty good here. I think we're going to finish off the shield here, too. Yep, we got one of the shields out. Yep, both shields gone. Now this is actually going to do good damage. Now we're coasting. Yep, big damage. Shields are gone. Nothing they can do at this point. Other than, once again, take that cheap HP shot before my last blow. That's really all they can do to me at this point. But once again, I loaded up on heal calls. So there's no way... Unless I make a big mistake here, right? I think we got this in the bag. Okay. Sketch is looking good. Tentacle. Tentacle's the man. Really, Ultros is the MVP, right? Ultros is really the MVP here, not Relm. Yeah, you're summoning for Ultros when you summon for Relm. Love Ultros. If you guys... Seriously, if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, if you have not played Final Fantasy VI, literally the best Final Fantasy VI game, in my opinion... And actually my favorite game of all time, period. That game was so ahead of its time. Fantastic game. You all need, like, dude, on your phone right now, download the Pixel Remaster. Absolutely amazing. Like, I'm a person that, a lot of you know, I'm a teacher. I don't have a lot of time on my hands, especially during the school year. I made it a point to like crush that game. Like I just crushed it. I think we're good to just sketch something. See, this is where it gets nasty, right? Because look, he's got a recast lined up. And that's going to do damage, right? Worst case scenario, he recast and we kill with the counter. That would be like worst case scenario. Covers are good. So I'm just going to do this. Okay, so B's doing the recast. We definitely need to break A. Yep, we'll just go ahead and pop this off. Alright, recast definitely won't kill us, but now this is why you have the heal calls, right? Because look at how low they are. By the time I naturally would heal from regen, I might not be ready, right? So this is why we bring the calls. Okay, that actually was okay. That wasn't that bad. That recast was not that bad. So as long as they don't line up in all attack, tentacle for free, yes. I have to be really confident on the turn I'm going to get the killing blow. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Yep, Galuf, do your thing. Alright, we're about to wrap this sucker up. Turn 73, that's about where I thought we would be. Okay, so A's got a recast. We for sure have to kill A before then. I actually think we're going to kill him before they get another turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down this LD, which will actually heal. Yes, let's go ahead and throw that down. This is actually going to heal and just do some damage, right? Or did that one not heal? Okay. I think yeah, they're at 1%. They're not getting another turn. So let's just full heal here. Oh, low battery. That's how long this fight takes, guys. Low battery on the phone. And I was in a pretty good spot. Yeah, we got this now. So, yeah, tentacle. We gonna finish with Ultros? No. We are finishing with our boy Vincent. Vincent, do I... Oh, no, I didn't leave. Let's finish with Garnet. Throw the Garnet on. This was another heal call that I brought. But this probably finished him off. There you go, guys. We got it. There's DE9. Played it so many times, I got it down to a science with this team. But that's basically it. And once again, I probably made some mistakes here or there. But that's how you get it done. That is the power of Galuf. That is the power of Relm. Perfected it. There you go, guys. So anyways, I know this was a long video. If you stuck with me the whole time, man, props to you. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate y'all watching my channel. I have a Discord. If you like my content, you like my stuff, you want to chat with me a little bit, check out my Discord. It's in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all in the next one.